All right, strap in, because today we're going deep on MJ DeMarco's The Millionaire Fastlane.
Oh, yeah. This one is a
classic.
Yeah, a modern classic. And we've got some excerpts here from the updated version.
Yeah.
And wow, this book does not hold back
No, it does not.
when it comes to challenging the whole get rich slow
It's
mentality, right?
It's like a total paradigm shift from the traditional advice that we've all been, kind of spoon-fed.
Force-fed our whole lives, right?
Yeah, like go to school.
Yeah.
Get a good job, save your money, invest in your 401k, and then, 40 years later, you could maybe retire.
Yeah. Yeah, if
You're lucky.
if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But DeMarco's like, no, there's a faster lane.
There's got to be a better way to get to where you want to go.
Better way to build wealth and enjoy life.
No.
Now, not in your twilight years.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's jump right into this.
What I found so captivating about the Millionaire Fastlane is how DeMarco just throws us right into the story.
Yeah, that opening.
Of this 23-year-old investment banker in Chicago.
Yeah, that's a hook, man.
Living the quote-unquote dream, right?
It is. Like, you're right there with this guy. He's got a 6-figure salary. Yeah. He's got a condo in Chicago.
He's got it all.
He's got all the outward signs of success.
What?
But he's miserable. He's like, wait a minute.
This is it.
All these older guys, they're the ones who seem to have the freedom, the time, the money to enjoy life. And I'm stuck on this hamster wheel, trading my youth.
For this potential future wealth, right? It's like... it's like a...
delayed gratification gone wrong.
Yeah, and that's where DeMarco brings in his own story, which is so powerful.
Yes.
Because he's not just talking about this in theory.
He's been there.
Yeah.
He's walked the walk.
Yeah. He talks about his own struggles with dead-end jobs.
Yeah.
Societal pressure to conform to that normal career path.
Totally.
Go to school, get a job, work your way up the ladder.
Right. The traditional path.
Right.
Yeah.
And in the excerpts you shared, it's like I could feel that frustration of being stuck in this system that promises wealth, but delivers it in a wheelchair, as he puts it so eloquently.
Wealth in a wheelchair, man. That really hit home for me.
Yeah.
It's like, what's the point of spending your entire life chasing financial freedom if you're too old or too burnt out
to enjoy it?
To actually enjoy it, yeah.
Right.
You end up with wealth, but no health, no freedom.
Right. You're wealthy, but can you really travel the world if you have, health issues? Can you really enjoy life?
You're trading your best years for this promise of something that might not even come true.
Yeah. He uses this analogy of financial treadmill. Right?
Yeah, that's a good one. You're running and running, but you're not really getting anywhere.
But you're not really getting anywhere.
Yeah, you're
just staying in the same place.
Staying in the same place, yeah.
Right, and DeMarco's own experiences really lend this authenticity.
Oh, absolutely.
To his argument.
Yeah, he's not just some,
ivory tower academic.
Armchair theorist.
Yeah, theorizing.
He's been in the trenches.
Right, he's been there.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of fuels this passion for what he calls the fast lane.
The fast!
Which is this alternative path to wealth.
It's all about taking control.
Yeah.
Creating your own destiny and building wealth on your own terms.
So break down this fast lane concept for us.
Okay, so DeMarco lays out 3 main paths you can take in life. The sidewalk, the slow lane, and the fast lane.
Okay.
He describes the sidewalk as basically living for the moment.
Yeah.
No plan, no financial stability.
Right. It's living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah, it's paycheck to paycheck.
Relying on, luck or handouts.
Yeah, it's risky.
It's very risky.
Yeah.
Right.
It's kind of like financial chaos.
Yeah, it's like financial chaos.
Yeah.
Then there's the slow lane, which might seem safer.
It does, right? It's like the traditional advice.
Yeah, it's like,
get a good job, save.
I'm doing all the right thing.
Invest. But the problem is,
I'm being responsible.
It's slow. It's slow.
And it relies on factors that you can't control.
Totally.
Like the market.
Yeah, the market.
Your employer, the economy.
The economy, your job.
Right.
Right.
You're basically at the mercy of these external forces.
Yeah, it's like...
And DeMarco throws out this crazy stat.
Oh, yeah.
He says the average person under 55...
more likely.
...is more likely to have zero or even negative net worth.
Negative net worth.
That's mind-blowing.
It's like, whoa.
When you think about it.
Hold on.
It really makes you question.
Yeah, everything you thought you knew.
Everything you thought you knew about building wealth.
About building wealth, right?
Yeah.
And he doesn't stop there, right?
No, he dives even deeper.
Yeah.
He outlines these 6, what he calls suckage points.
Suckage points.
Of relying on a job.
Yeah.
as your primary income source.
As your primary.
He's got the time trade, right?
Yeah, that's a big one.
You're trading your limited time for money.
And there's a cap on how much time you have.
And a cap on how much you can earn,
Exactly.
right?
You're limited by the hours in the day.
By the hours in the day.
Yeah.
And then he talks about the lack of control.
Oh, yeah.
Which we kind of touched on.
You're at the mercy of your boss.
Yeah. You're at the mercy of your employer.
The company.
The market.
Yeah, you could get laid off. Downsized.
Yeah.
Your skills could become obsolete.
Yeah. Your skills could become obsolete.
So there's no real security.
There's no real security.
Right.
Even though it feels like there is.
Right. And it feels secure.
Yeah.
But it's like a false sense of security.
It's a mirage.
It's a mirage. Yeah. And then there's, God, the office politics. Oh, don't even get me started.
Right.
The soul crushing.
Yeah.
The bureaucracy.
The backstabbing.
Yeah.
It can be toxic.
It can be really toxic.
Yeah.
And then the worst one, I think, is
the pay yourself last system.
Pay yourself last?
Yeah.
It's like you
work so hard.
Yeah.
You pay everyone else first.
Yeah.
The government, your landlord, your creditor.
I mean, if there's anything left.
And then you get the scraps.
Right.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's totally backwards.
Yeah.
Right. And so that's where this Fastlane alternative comes in.
It's about flipping the script.
Yeah.
Taking control of your finances.
Yeah.
And building a life of freedom and abundance on your own terms.
So how do we escape this slow lane?
Well, DeMarco talks about this concept of uncontrollable limited leverage. ULL.
Right.
Yeah. And it's basically about how traditional jobs and even conventional investment strategies limit your control and your earning potential.
Right. Because you're
relying on someone else to determine your worth.
Your income.
Yeah. You're trading your time for money.
Yeah.
And there's a limit to how much time you have.
Right? So it's like you're inherently limited.
Right.
And then DeMarco contrasts that with the kind of leverage you can achieve in the fast lane.
Yeah. In the fast lane, you're building your own systems.
Yeah.
You're creating assets that generate income.
Yes.
Without you having to trade your time for it.
Without trading your time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you're breaking free from that limited leverage.
Yeah, you're breaking free. Okay, so we've talked about the limitations of the slow lane, the allure of the fast lane. But what does this actually look like?
Well, one of the key principles is passive income.
It's not just about making a little extra cash on the side.
Yeah.
It's about creating systems that generate wealth.
Yeah.
Without requiring your constant time and attention.
Yeah. He calls these systems money trees.
Money trees, yeah.
Right.
I love that analogy.
That's a great analogy.
It's like you plant the seeds,
Yeah.
you nurture them, and then they grow into these income generating machines.
Right. So what are some examples of these money tree seedlings?
Okay. So he gives 5 specific examples.
Okay.
We've got rental systems.
Okay.
Like owning real estate that generates passive income through rent payments.
Rental property.
Yeah.
Okay.
Classic example.
Yeah. So that's like your traditional rental properties.
Yeah. Your apartments, your houses, even commercial real estate.
Yeah.
And then there's computer and software systems.
So that's interesting.
Think about app developers, software creators.
Yeah, that's huge these days.
They build systems that generate income while they sleep. Yeah.
It's incredible.
It's really the power of the internet, right? You can create something once.
Right.
And it can generate income for years to come.
Yeah.
And then there's content systems.
Now this one really resonates with me.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, working in the world of podcasting.
Yeah.
It's like creating valuable content.
Content is king.
Whether it's books, courses, membership sites.
Yeah.
People are willing to pay for that.
Yeah. If you provide value, people will pay for it.
If you provide value.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And DeMarco's own success.
His own success with his books.
Is a testament to this.
Yeah.
This approach.
Yeah. He's living proof that it works.
Right. And then he's got these distribution systems.
Yeah.
I found fascinating.
This is all about reaching a large audience.
Okay.
So you've got things like franchises, where you leverage an existing brand and system.
Right.
You've got network marketing companies,
okay,
which tap into the power of personal networks.
Okay.
And then, of course, you have online platforms like Amazon.
Yeah.
Where you can reach millions of customers.
Yeah.
It's all about getting your product or service in front of as many people as possible.
As many eyeballs as possible.
Yeah, eyeballs and wallets.
Right. And finally, we have The human resource systems.
Human resource systems, yeah.
Now, this one's
interesting.
Might seem a little less passive.
It might seem less passive.
Right.
But the key here is to build a team that can manage and operate the business without you being constantly involved.
So you're leveraging the skills of others.
Yeah, you're leveraging the skills, the expertise of others.
To free up your time.
To free up your time, right? Scale your impact.
So think about things like...
Yeah, think about building an agency. Consulting firm. Even a service-based business that can be replicated and expanded.
Right.
It's all about creating systems that don't rely solely on your individual effort.
So it's like building a machine.
It is. It's like building a machine.
Right.
Yeah.
That can run without you.
That can run without you constantly having to crank the gears.
Yeah. So there you have it. 5 money tree seedlings.
5 money tree seedlings to get you started.
But how do you know which one is right for you?
That's a great question.
And how do you actually make sure these trees thrive?
Well, that's where DeMarco introduces his sense framework.
Oh, yes, the sense framework.
It's like a set of guidelines or commandments, if you will, for evaluating potential business roads.
Okay, let's break down these commandments.
Okay.
First up, we have control.
Control. Yeah, this is about being the captain of your ship.
Yeah, you're not working for someone else.
You're not punching a clock.
You're
in the driver's seat.
You are the driver. Yeah. You own your business, your brand, your product.
You own your destiny.
Your destiny, right.
Exactly.
But how do you find these opportunities that really offer this level of control?
That's the challenge, right?
Yeah.
DeMarco encourages us to think outside the box.
Yeah.
To look beyond the traditional job market.
Yeah.
Instead of searching for jobs, create your own opportunities.
Use your own opportunities.
Yeah, develop a product or service that solves a problem.
Yeah.
Build a brand that resonates with your target audience.
Okay.
Establish systems that generate income on your terms.
Okay, that makes sense. But what about entry?
Entry, yeah, this is about competition.
Right. How do you avoid getting crushed
by
all the competition out there?
Well, DeMarco's second commandment is all about barriers to entry.
Barriers to entry.
Yeah. The harder it is to get into a business,
the better.
The less competition you'll face.
So like the higher the barrier.
Yeah. Think of it like a moat around your castle. The higher the moat, the harder it is for the enemy to get in.
So you want a high moat.
You want a high moat.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. That makes sense.
It might seem counterintuitive.
Yeah.
But those barriers to entry actually protect you.
Oh.
They weed out the weak.
They weed out the
ones who aren't serious.
The ones who aren't serious,
yeah.
Right? So it's like a built-in competitive advantage.
It is. It is.
Right.
Yeah.
The harder it is to get in, the fewer players there are.
Exactly.
Okay, but you can't just have a high barrier to entry, right?
No, you also need a need.
You need a need.
That's the third commandment.
Okay.
Your business has to solve a real problem.
Okay.
Fulfill a need.
Okay.
Or cater to a desire.
Okay, so you can't just follow your passion blindly.
You can't just chase money or build something that nobody wants. People vote with their wallets.
Right.
So if your business doesn't offer something valuable, it's going to fail.
It's going to fail.
Yeah.
So it's not just about following your passion.
It's about finding the intersection between your passion and what the market needs.
Okay, that's an important distinction.
It is.
All right, so we've got control, we've got entry, we've got need. What's next?
Next up is time.
Time.
Remember, the fast lane is about divorcing wealth from time.
Okay.
So your business should free up your time, not consume it.
Right, because otherwise you're just trading hours for dollars.
You're back on the treadmill.
You're back on that treadmill.
Yeah. So you need to look for systems that can be automated.
Okay.
Outsourced. Delegated.
Okay.
So you can step away from the day-to-day and focus on the bigger picture.
So it's about working smarter, not harder.
It is. It is.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
All right, and finally,
we have scale.
Scale.
This is about the potential to reach a large audience.
Okay.
Either through volume or magnitude.
Okay, so like...
Yeah, so you can either sell a high-ticket item to a smaller group of customers.
Okay.
Or a low-priced product to a massive market.
Okay.
The key is to maximize your reach and your impact.
So it's not just about generating an income.
Yeah.
It's about maximizing your impact.
It's about making a dent in the universe.
Okay, and this ties in
beautifully
to the law of affection.
Right. Which states that the more lives you impact in a positive way, the richer you will be.
The richer you'll be.
It's not just about getting rich.
It's about giving back.
It's about making a difference.
It's about making a difference.
Yeah.
And DeMarco illustrates this.
With tons of examples.
With so many examples of successful businesses.
Businesses that embody these commandments.
Right, but it's not just about the business strategy, right?
Right, it's also about mindset.
DeMarco really emphasizes this.
Mindset is everything.
Mindset is everything.
Yeah.
It's not enough to have the right plan. You have to have the right mindset.
You have to believe in yourself.
To succeed.
You have to be willing to take risks.
Take risks.
To persevere through challenges.
Yeah.
To learn from your failures.
Right. So how do we actually cultivate this winning mindset?
Well, DeMarco talks about taking ownership of your life.
Okay.
Making choices that align with your goals.
Okay.
And cultivating a positive and proactive perception of the world.
Okay, but how do we actually do that?
He gives some really practical tools.
Yeah.
One tool that I really love is the worst case consequence analysis.
Oh, tell me about that.
It's basically about thinking through the potential downsides of your decisions.
Okay.
And figuring out how to mitigate the risks.
Okay, so it's like what's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, what's the worst that can happen, and how do I prepare for it?
Prepare for it.
Yeah. So you're not just blindly jumping into things, you're thinking things through.
You're thinking it through.
Yeah. Oh. And he also introduces the weighted average decision matrix.
I love that one.
Yeah. This is for those big life decisions where you have multiple options and you need a way to objectively evaluate them.
Okay, so how does that work?
So basically, you assign weights to different factors that are important to you.
Okay.
You score each option based on those factors, and then you use a simple formula to determine the best course of action.
So it's a
structured way to make decisions.
To make decisions. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not just going with your gut.
You're not just going with your gut.
You're actually using
some data.
Some data.
Yeah.
And some logic.
Some logic and reason.
Okay. And then
he talks about the importance of your inner circle.
Oh, yes.
The people you surround yourself with.
Yeah.
They can either lift you up or drag you down.
Drag you down.
Yeah.
So he says,
eliminate the negative influences.
Yeah.
The people who doubt your dreams.
The dream stealers.
The dream stealers. The naysayers.
Yeah, the naysayers.
Get them out of your life.
Get them out.
Surround yourself with people who support you, who inspire you.
Who
challenge you to grow.
Yeah, I love that.
It's so important.
It's so important.
To have that positive support system.
Yeah. And he even goes so far as to say, evaluate your relationships.
Evaluate your relationship.
Like, is your partner...
Yeah, is your partner on board?
On board with this Fastlane journey.
With this journey.
Right.
Are they supportive?
Are they supportive?
Or are they holding you back?
Yeah,
it's a tough question.
It's a tough question, but it's an important one.
Yeah,
because
your relationship...
They can either be your...
Can make or break your success.
Yeah, your wind beneath your wings.
Yeah.
Or your anchor.
Yeah,
right. So we've got the limitations of the slow lane. The allure of the fast lane. Yeah. We've got these money tree seedlings.
The seedlings.
Right.
Yeah.
We've got the Science framework.
The framework.
We've got the mindset piece.
The mindset, yeah.
That's a lot to unpack.
It is. It's a lot to digest.
Yeah. And we've only just scratched the surface of the Millionaire Fastlane.
We've only just begun.
So stay tuned for part 2 of our deep dive.
Yeah, we're going to dive even deeper.
Where we'll explore DeMarco's...
Talk about his unconventional marketing strategies.
Okay.
His insights on branding. And how to build a team that can help you achieve your Fastlane goals.
I'm excited.
I am too. Welcome back to our deep dive into the Millionaire Fastlane.
We've covered a lot of ground.
We have.
Well, let's shift gears a bit and talk about how to actually put all this into practice.
The rubber meets the road.
Yeah, the rubber meets the road.
Yeah.
One thing that really resonated with me was DeMarco's emphasis on detaching wealth from time.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like he argues that the traditional work for money equation is it's flawed.
It's fundamentally flawed, yeah.
Because you're chaining your success to
something
you can't control. Time.
You can't stop it.
You can't stop time.
You can't buy more of it.
Right.
So why base your entire financial strategy on something that's so finite?
Right. It's like in the slow lane.
Yeah.
Your earning potential
is directly
tied to the number of hours.
To the hours you work.
That you work, right.
Yep.
But the fast lane...
It's about leverage.
It's
about creating systems and strategies that generate wealth regardless of the time you invest. You're not trading time for money anymore.
Yeah. And he uses this example from his own life.
Oh, yeah. His internet business.
Right.
The one that was generating income even when he wasn't actively working.
Even when he was sleeping.
Yeah, he wasn't just making money while he slept.
Right.
He was living proof that wealth creation doesn't have to be this linear, time-bound process.
Right.
It blew my mind when I first read that.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute.
There's another way.
There's another way.
Yeah.
You can create a system
that works for you.
Works for you, even when you're not working.
It's like having your money work for you.
Exactly.
Instead of you working for your money.
That's the key.
Right. And that's really where these money trees.
The money trees come in.
Right. Yeah. I love that analogy. Yeah. It's so powerful.
So we talked about these seedlings.
We did.
For these money trees.
Yeah. We talked about the 5 different types.
Right.
But let's maybe unpack those a little bit. Let's get into some specifics.
Let's get into some specifics. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was really fascinated by the rental systems.
Yeah. Rental systems are classic.
Yeah. It's like the classic wealth building strategy, right?
Real estate, owning property. And generating that passive income through rent. Yeah, you're essentially leverage other people's need for housing.
Exactly.
Right.
And it's a tangible asset.
It's a tangible asset.
You can see it, you can touch it.
You can touch it, you can, improve it.
You can improve it, you can add value to it.
Yeah.
And as the value of the property goes up, your income goes up.
Your income goes up, yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, but he doesn't just stop at traditional real estate.
No, he goes beyond that.
Right.
He talks about rental systems in the digital world too.
Okay.
Like websites, online businesses.
Okay.
You can rent out advertising space.
Oh, interesting.
You can create membership sites where people pay a recurring fee.
So it's like a digital landlord.
You're a digital landlord.
Yeah.
You're providing a space, a platform. And people are paying you to be there.
I like that.
It's brilliant.
All right. So then there's these computer and software systems.
Oh, yeah. This is where things get really exciting.
This is huge these days.
It's massive.
Yeah.
The internet has created so many opportunities for passive income in this area.
So give me some examples.
Okay. So think about app developers.
Yeah.
They create an app once.
Yeah.
They put it up on the App Store.
Yeah.
And then people download it.
And they're making money.
And they're making money.
While they sleep.
Every time someone downloads that app.
That's incredible.
They're getting a cut.
It's like, yeah.
It's amazing. Or think about software companies that provide ongoing services through a subscription model.
Okay.
Like project management software or email marketing platforms. People pay a monthly fee. To use the software.
Okay.
And the company is generating that recurring revenue. Without having to constantly create new products.
So it's like once you build the system.
It can run on autopilot.
Yeah. And you can just, maintain it.
Update it.
But you don't have to
reinvent the wheel every month. Yeah.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
That's amazing.
And then we've got the content systems.
Oh, my favorite.
This one's close to our hearts.
Yeah.
Being content creators ourselves.
Right. It's about
creating valuable content. That people are willing to pay for.
That people will pay for, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's, like you said, books, courses,
membership sites,
podcasts even.
Yeah. It's amazing how the internet has created this platform for people to share their knowledge, or expertise, and get paid for it. It's incredible.
It's democratized education in a way.
Yeah.
It's given everyone a voice. Yeah. And DeMarco's own success with his books.
His books are a testament to this.
It's a testament to this approach.
Yeah. He created valuable content.
Yeah.
People loved it.
They loved it.
They paid for it.
And
he's built a successful business around it.
Right. It's inspiring.
It is.
Okay. And then there's the distribution system.
Oh, yeah. Distribution.
These are interesting.
This is all about getting your product or service in front of a large audience.
Oh, yeah.
Think about franchises.
A franchise.
Like McDonald's, Subway.
Okay.
They have a system. They have a brand. And they allow other people to use that system and that brand
to basically
reach a wider audience. Yeah.
And they get a cut of the profits.
Right. It's a win-win. Or in network marketing companies.
Okay.
They leverage the power of personal networks.
Okay.
So you have people selling products to their friends and family. And they're building a team. Of distributors.
Okay.
And they're all earning a commission on the sales.
So it's like a pyramid.
It's a network.
A network, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, of course, you have online platforms like Amazon.
Oh, yeah.
Where you can reach millions of customers.
Millions.
With your products.
With just,
It's incredible.
It's clicks.
It's the power of the internet to connect buyers and sellers.
Okay. And finally,
we have the human resource systems.
The human resource.
Yeah.
Now these...
this one might seem a little less passive.
A little less passive, right?
But the key here is to build a team that can manage and operate the business.
Without you
having to be there all the time.
Right.
So you're leveraging the skills and the expertise.
Of other people.
To free up your time.
And scale your impact. So, give me some examples.
Okay, so think about building an agency.
Okay, like a marketing agency.
A design agency.
Okay.
You have a team of talented individuals who are providing specialized services to clients. Or a consulting firm. Where you have experts who are providing advice and guidance to businesses. Or even a service-based business that can be replicated and expanded, like a house cleaning service or a dog walking service. You create a system. You hire and train people. And then you can expand to multiple locations without having to do all the work yourself.
So it's about building a system.
That can be replicated.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got these 5 money tree seedlings.
We do. It's amazing how many different ways there are to generate passive income.
But it's not just about picking a seedling and hoping it grows. Right.
You need a plan.
You need to
nurture it.
You need
to give it the right conditions to thrive.
And
that's where the Science framework comes in.
Okay.
Remember those 5 commandments?
The commandments.
For evaluating business opportunities.
Right. So let's revisit those.
Okay.
And see how they can actually be
put into practice
in the real world.
Yeah.
Okay, so starting with control. This is all about being the master of your destiny.
Being in the driver's seat.
You're not punching a clock.
You're not relying on someone else.
No, it's not your paycheck.
It's not your paycheck, yeah.
You call the shots.
You own your business, your brand.
You own your destiny.
Your destiny, right. But how do you find these opportunities?
That's the $1 million question.
That really offers.
Or the millionaire question.
And the millionaire question, right. Yeah, it's not easy.
That offer this level of control.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
DeMarco encourages us to think outside the box.
Yeah?
To look beyond the traditional job market.
Beyond the 9 to 5.
Yeah, the 9 to 5.
Instead of seeking jobs.
Create your own
opportunities.
Yeah.
So how do you do that?
Well, it starts with identifying a problem that people are willing to pay to have solved.
Okay.
So what are people struggling with?
Okay.
What are their pain points? And how can you create a product or service that provides a solution? Once you've identified that problem and that solution, then you can start to build a business around it.
Okay.
But it's not enough to just have a great product or service.
Right.
You also need to build a brand that resonates with your target audience.
Okay.
And establish systems that generate income on your terms.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
It's a lot of work. But it's worth it. If you want to achieve true freedom.
Right. Okay, so we've got control.
Yeah.
What about entry?
This is a big one.
This is like, how do you avoid getting lost?
Lost in the sea of competition. Especially in today's world.
Yeah, it's a crowded marketplace.
It's crowded. It's noisy.
It's
tough to stand out.
Yeah.
But DeMarco's second commandment reminds us that the best business opportunities often have some barriers to entry. Yeah.
So what do you mean by that?
So these are the things that make it difficult for others to enter your market.
Okay.
It could be specialized skills, significant upfront investment,
okay,
or regulatory requirements.
Okay.
These might seem like obstacles, but they're actually your friends.
Okay.
Because they act as a filter. Weeding out the competition.
Okay.
So the harder it is to get into your market, the less competition you'll face.
So it's like a built-in competitive advantage.
It is.
Right.
Oh,
okay, that makes sense.
It's counterintuitive.
Yeah, it is kind of counterintuitive.
But it's true. You don't want to be in a market where it's easy for anyone to jump in.
Right, because then you're just
competing on price.
And
that's a race to the bottom.
Yeah, race to the bottom, okay.
You want to be in a market where there are some barriers to entry that protect you from the masses.
Okay, so you've got to find that sweet spot.
Find that sweet spot.
Right.
Yeah.
Great.
But even if you have control, and even if you have barriers to entry,
you still need
a need.
A need, right.
That's the third commandment.
Okay.
Your business has to solve a real problem.
Yeah.
Fulfill a genuine need.
Okay.
Or cater to a desire.
Okay, so you can't just build a business.
You can't just...
Based on your passion.
Based on a whim.
A whim? Yeah.
Yeah.
It has to solve a problem.
Solve a problem for someone.
For someone.
Yeah. People vote with their wallets.
Right.
So if your business isn't providing something valuable...
It's not going to last.
It's not going to last.
Right.
So DeMarco emphasizes the importance of market research.
Okay.
You need to understand your target audience.
Okay.
You need to understand their pain points.
Their pain points.
And you need to create a solution that meets those needs.
So it's not just about following your passion blindly.
It's about finding that sweet spot.
That sweet spot.
Yeah.
Where your passion intersects with a market need.
With a market need, yeah.
Okay, that's a great point.
It is. It is.
Okay, so we've got control. We've got entry. We've got need.
Yep.
What's next?
Next up is time.
Time, right.
Remember, the fast lane is about divorcing wealth from time.
Right.
So your business should free up your time.
Free up your time, not consume it.
Not consume it.
Right.
Otherwise, you're just back on that hamster wheel.
Back on the hamster wheel, trading hours for dollars.
Trading hours for dollars.
Right. Okay.
So you need to design your business in a way that it doesn't require your constant attention.
Your constant attention.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are some ways to do that?
Well, one way is to automate as much as possible.
Automate?
Yeah. Use technology to your advantage.
Okay.
There are so many tools and software programs out there that can help you automate tasks that would otherwise take up a lot of your time.
Okay, like give me some examples.
Okay, so you can automate your email marketing.
Okay.
You can automate your social media posting.
Okay.
You can automate your customer support.
Okay.
There's so many possibilities.
So you basically set it and forget it.
To a certain extent, yes.
Okay.
Of course, you still need to oversee things.
Right.
But you don't have to be doing everything manually.
Right.
Another way to free up your time is to outsource tasks.
Outsource.
Yeah, there are tons of talented freelancers and virtual assistants out there who can handle a variety of tasks.
Okay.
From administrative work to customer service to web development.
Okay.
So you can focus on the core aspects of your business.
The core aspects.
The things that only you can do.
Okay.
And finally, you can delegate tasks to your team as your business grows.
Yeah.
You're going to need to build a team.
Build a team.
To help you manage the workload.
The workload.
So delegate tasks.
Delegate
to people who are more skilled or more efficient.
Okay.
At those tasks than you are.
So you can focus on...
You can focus on the big picture.
The big picture.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
It does. It does.
All right. So we've got automation.
Automation.
We've got outsourcing.
Outsourcing.
We've got delegation.
Delegation.
Always to free up your time.
Free up your time.
So you're not constantly working in your business.
Working in your business. You're working on your business.
You're working on your business. Okay.
That's the key.
All right. And finally, we have scale.
Scale. This is where things get interesting.
This is where the magic happens.
Right.
Scale is about the potential to reach a large audience.
Large audience. Okay.
And amplify your impact.
So it's not just about...
It's not just about making a living.
Making a living.
It's about making a fortune.
Making a fortune. Okay.
About building a business that can change the world.
Change the world. Okay.
So how do you achieve scale?
Yeah. How do you do that?
Well, there are two main ways. Volume and magnitude.
Volume and magnitude.
Volume is about selling a lot of products.
Okay.
Or services.
Right.
At a low price.
Okay.
Think about Walmart, Amazon.
Okay.
They sell millions of products.
Yeah.
At low prices.
Okay.
Magnitude is about selling a few products.
Okay.
Or services.
Okay.
At a high price.
Okay. So like a luxury car. Right. Or a private jet.
Okay.
You're not going to sell millions of those.
Right.
But each sale is worth a lot of money.
Okay. So it's like...
So you need to figure out what strategy works best for your business.
Your business.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the key is to think big.
Think big. Don't limit yourself.
Don't limit yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. And this ties in
beautifully
to the law of affection.
Right? The law of affection.
Which states that
the more lives you impact in a positive way,
the more lives,
the richer you'll be.
The richer you'll be.
It's not just about making money.
Yeah.
It's about making a difference.
It's a difference, yeah.
It's about using your business to make the world a better place.
Okay, so it's like...
So if you want to make a fortune...
You've got to help a lot of people.
I've got to help a lot of people.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So think about the problems that you're passionate about solving.
Okay.
And how you can create a business that solves those problems.
Yeah.
For millions of people.
Millions of people.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really inspiring.
It is. It is.
Okay, so we've got these 5 commandments.
Seizen's framework.
The Scenes framework.
Yeah.
For evaluating business opportunities.
For finding those Fastlane businesses.
But it's not just about the strategy, right?
No, it's also about the mindset.
DeMarco he's a big believer in mindset.
Mindset is everything.
Mindset is everything.
Yeah.
You can have the best plan in the world. Yeah. But if you don't have the right mindset,
you're going to sabotage yourself.
You're going to sabotage yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do we actually cultivate
this winning mindset?
Yeah.
Well, DeMarco talks about taking ownership.
Ownership of your life.
Of your life.
Like in choices that align with your goals.
Your goals.
And cultivating a positive and proactive perception.
Okay, but how do we actually do that?
Well, it starts with your thoughts.
Your thoughts.
Your beliefs. Yeah. Your self-talk.
Self-talk.
Yeah. The way you talk to yourself has a profound impact on
reality.
Your reality.
Yeah.
Okay?
So if you're constantly putting yourself down, doubting yourself, focusing on negative, you're going to create a negative reality.
Okay.
But if you choose to focus on the positive, if you believe in yourself, if you see challenges as opportunities, you're going to create a positive reality.
So it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
It is. Your thoughts create your reality.
So we've got to control our thoughts.
We've got to be mindful of our thoughts.
And our self-talk. Yeah.
And choose to focus on the positive.
Okay. And DeMarco also talks about taking action.
Action is key.
Action is key.
You can't just sit around.
Right.
And dream about success.
You've got to get out there and do it.
You've got to get your hands dirty. Right? You've got to make things happen.
So it's not enough to just...
It's not enough to just read books.
Read books and listen to podcasts.
You have to apply what you learn.
You have to apply it.
Yeah.
Okay, and he talks about overcoming procrastination.
Procrastination is the killer of dreams.
It's so easy to procrastinate.
It is.
Especially when you're
facing a big challenge.
Yeah.
It's easier to just put it off. But the longer you put it off, the harder it becomes.
You've got to just
take action.
Take action. Even if it's a small step.
A small step.
Yeah.
Just get started.
Right.
Okay.
And he also talks about embracing failure.
Oh, failure. Nobody likes to talk about failure.
Nobody likes to fail. But it's inevitable.
It's inevitable, yeah.
You're going to fail.
You're going to make mistakes.
You're going to make mistakes.
Yeah.
The key is to learn from those mistakes. Learn from them.
And keep moving forward.
Okay.
Don't let failure paralyze you.
Don't let it paralyze you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good advice.
It is. It is.
So we've got taking action, embracing failure.
Anything else?
Well, he also talks about redlining.
Redlining?
Yeah. Now, this doesn't mean driving recklessly.
Not driving recklessly.
No, it means going all in.
All in.
On your dreams.
Okay.
It means working harder than you ever thought possible.
Okay.
It means pushing yourself to the limits.
Okay. So it's like putting the pedal to... All right. Welcome back to our final part of this deep dive on the Millionaire Fastlane.
Part 3.
We've talked about a lot.
We have.
But now let's dive into one of the things I was most excited to talk about, and that's DeMarco's take on marketing and branding.
This is where things get really interesting.
It really is, because he's got some pretty unconventional ideas.
He does. He does.
You know, it's not just about building a business.
Right. It's about building a brand.
A brand.
A brand that people love.
Yeah, a brand that people connect with.
A brand that stands for something.
It stands for something, yeah.
Yeah, a brand that has a soul.
He argues that brands have this incredible power, right?
Oh, yeah, they do.
To connect with people.
On an emotional level?
On an emotional level?
Yeah.
To create, loyalty, trust.
Sense of belonging.
It's a sense of belonging that goes way beyond just selling a product.
It's not just about transactions. It's about relationships. It's about building a community.
Yeah. Right? It's like, think about those iconic brands.
Like Apple,
Twist, Nike.
Disney,
yeah.
They've done it.
They've created something.
They've created something special.
Yeah.
People connect with on a deeper level.
On a deeper level, yeah.
Yeah, it's not just about the products they sell.
Right.
It's about what those products represent.
They represent,
yeah. It's about the lifestyle.
The lifestyle.
The aspiration.
The aspiration, yeah.
The experience.
And DeMarco says,
yeah,
any business can do this.
Any business can build a powerful brand.
Okay.
If they're willing to put in the work.
What's the secret sauce?
Well, one of the key ingredients is having a unique selling proposition. USP.
Right.
Yeah, it's that one thing that makes you stand out.
That makes you stand out from the crowd.
From the competition.
Right.
It's the reason why customers should choose you.
Choose you.
Over everyone else.
Over everyone else.
Yeah.
But how do you even find that?
That's the challenge.
Like in today's world.
It's a noisy world.
Yeah. It's so noisy.
There are so many brands.
So many brands.
Vying for attention.
How do you cut through all that noise?
It is tough.
Yeah.
DeMarco, he suggests some pretty radical strategies.
Yeah, he does. And this is where he, I think, really deviates from traditional marketing.
Traditional marketing.
Yeah, it talks about polarization.
Polarization.
Right.
Yeah, he says, don't be afraid to take a stand.
Okay.
Even if it means alienating some people.
Okay, so don't try to be everything.
And not try to please everyone.
To everyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if you try to please everyone,
you end up pleasing no one.
You end up being bland and forgettable.
Okay, so.
Take a stand.
Take a stand.
Be bold.
Be bold.
Be different.
Different.
Yeah, and that might mean that some people don't like you.
Right.
But that's okay.
It's okay to
It's okay to polarize.
Polarize, yeah.
Because the people who do like you, they'll really like you.
They'll love you.
They'll love you.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he even suggests embracing controversy. Yeah. Using humor.
Okay.
Even a touch of risque to grab attention.
Now, this might not be right for every brand.
No, it's not for everyone, but in certain niches, it can be really effective.
Effective, okay.
Yeah, it's about breaking through the noise.
Breaking through the noise.
And being memorable.
Being memorable.
Yeah.
Okay, and he talks about being interactive.
Interactive.
Engaging with your audience.
Engaging, yeah.
Don't just talk at them.
Don't just broadcast. Have a conversation.
Have a conversation.
Yeah, involve them.
Involve them.
Ask questions.
Yeah.
Get their feedback.
And he talks about storytelling.
Storytelling is huge.
It's so powerful.
Yeah, people connect with stories.
Stories.
So tell your brand story.
Okay.
Share your journey.
Okay.
Be authentic.
Be authentic.
Be vulnerable.
Okay.
And use those stories to connect with your audience.
And he talks about focusing on the benefits. Benefits, not features.
Benefits, not features, right?
Yeah. People don't care about.
They don't care about
what your product does.
Yeah.
They care about what it does for them.
What it does for them.
Yeah.
So what are the benefits?
What problems does it solve?
Yeah.
How does it make their lives better?
Better, right?
Yeah.
He uses the example of the limo service.
The limo service.
People aren't renting the limo.
They're not renting the car.
Because they need transportation.
They're renting the experience.
Yeah, they want to feel...
I want to feel special.
Special, yeah.
They want to feel luxurious. They want to arrive in style.
Yeah, it's like selling the emotion.
It's selling the emotion.
Yeah.
The transformation.
The transformation.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So we've got to understand those deeper
needs
and desires.
Desires. And then position
your brand.
Our brand as the solution.
As the solution.
To those needs. Okay. But building a successful brand.
Yeah.
It's not just about marketing.
It's not just about the tactics.
The tactics, right.
Yeah.
It's also about...
It's about staying focused.
Staying focused.
Avoiding distractions. And not falling into common traps.
Common traps, okay.
Yeah.
So what are some of those traps?
And one of the biggest traps is the comparison game.
Oh, the comparison game.
Yeah. It's so easy to get caught up
in
comparing yourself to others.
Well, especially in the age of social media.
Especially with social media.
Right. Yeah.
It's like you're constantly bombarded.
Bombarded with these,
with images.
Of other people's success.
And it's like, oh, I'm not doing enough.
And it's easy to feel inadequate.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so how do we avoid that trap?
DeMarco says, mind your own business. Literally and figuratively.
Okay.
Focus on your own journey.
Don't compare yourself to others because everyone's path is different.
Yeah. Okay, and he also talks about this Teckle syndrome.
Oh, the Teckle syndrome.
What is that?
It's this tendency to jump from opportunity to opportunity.
Okay.
Never fully committing to one path.
Oh, so it's like the shiny object syndrome.
Yeah, the shiny object syndrome.
Right.
You see something shiny.
You get distracted.
You chase after it.
And then you never really...
And then you never finish anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And DeMarco says that's a recipe for disaster.
Okay.
True success comes from focus. From choosing your lane.
Yeah.
And going all in.
Going all in.
So pick a path.
Yeah.
And stick with it. Yeah.
Don't get distracted.
Don't get distracted by the shiny objects.
By the shiny objects.
Okay. And finally, he talks about the importance of building a great team.
A team.
Yeah. You can't do it all alone.
You can't do it all alone.
No.
You need help.
You need people
who can support you.
Yeah.
Who can share your vision.
Yeah.
Who can help you achieve your goals.
Okay.
So choose your team wisely.
Choose your team wisely.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've covered a lot in these 3 parts.
Oh, we have. We've gone deep. Into the Millionaire Fastlane.
But DeMarco leaves us with this really powerful challenge.
Yeah, he challenges us to define wealth on our own terms.
To define wealth, yeah.
Yeah, he says wealth is not just about money.
Yeah, it's about freedom.
It's about freedom. It's about purpose.
Purpose, yeah.
It's about relationships.
Relationships.
It's about living a life.
Yeah.
Of meaning and fulfillment.
Of meaning and fulfillment.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with a question.
Yeah.
What does wealth truly mean to you?
That's the question.
And what steps are you taking?
Yeah, what do you do?
To create it on your own terms. To create that wealth.
Like on your own terms.
On your own terms.
Right.
Yeah.
The Fastlane, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme.
It's not a magic bullet.
It's not. It's a journey.
It's a journey.
It takes effort.
It takes work.
Dedication. A willingness to challenge.
Challenge the status quo.
The status quo.
Yeah.
But the rewards.
The rewards are worth it.
They're worth it.
Yeah.
It's financial freedom.
Financial freedom.
Personal fulfillment.
Personal fulfillment.
The opportunity to
make a difference.
Make a difference.
In the world. So the choice is yours.
The choice is yours.
Are you content with the slow lane?
Yeah. Or are you ready?
Or are you ready to shift gears?
To shift gears.
And accelerate.
Towards your dreams.
Towards your dreams.
The fast lane awaits.
The fast lane awaits.